Hi guys, Richard Tice attacked Angela Rayner and the government in the House of Commons on Wednesday over plans to cancel some local elections and postpone others. Now, this type of action has happened before, as numerous councils merge into one when there are no candidates challenging an incumbent, or simply because the existing council has requested that the election doesn't go ahead at this stage due to problems organising it. Reform claimed that this is democracy denied, but the Secretary of State for Local Government, Angela Rayner, had a pretty good response to Tice's line of attack, which highlighted the hypocrisy that exists within Reform UK itself. Have a listen to this.
Richard Tice.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Dictators cancel elections, not democracy. Dictators. 5.5 million voters in southern England are being denied the right to pass judgment on the performance of their councillors over the last 4 years. Interestingly, in areas where Reform UK are expected to do rather well. In cancelling these elections, Secretary of State, in cancelling them, you've admitted, the Secretary of State has admitted she doesn't know what will replace them. So it seems to me there is a serious risk, as previously mentioned, of not being ready in 12 months' time, in which case, can the Secretary of State be crystal clear what happens? Are they delayed a further year, or will they go ahead in May 2026?
Secretary of State.
Well, Madam Deputy Speaker, just kindly, when the member talks about dictators, it's Reform leader that hasn't faced and elected to get to his leadership position. But
Well said. So what she's referring to, of course, is the fact that Reform UK is not a party, but a company. And its biggest shareholder is Nigel Farage, who, is not facing any leadership challenge. And as we know, the so-called members are not members, they're subscribers, and they can't vote him out if they don't like Nigel Farage's leadership. It's a dictatorship within Reform UK. So it's a bit ironic that Richard Tice is bringing up the idea of a dictatorship when that's what exists within his party/company.
the only one that hasn't. And I say to the honourable member as well, look, we're not cancelling election. I've been really clear on the rationale, which is not unique. It's not something that hasn't been done before. It's for reorganisation. It's for further devolution, so people in that local area will get more powers from this government, which is what we promised through our manifesto, and we will continue to deliver for people. I've got a very strict and narrow guidance on why I allowed those areas to delay their elections, and I'm confident that they will be able to deliver. That's why I refused others. I've been very acutely aware that we want to make sure that people have a say in their local areas. This is what the devolution agenda is all about, giving local people more say and more powers.
You know, we've been hearing this for some time. It's about devolving powers to councils or to mayors. So you have to change the system in order to do that. But also, this happens all the time. Councils merge. In some cases, there aren't candidates running against an incumbent. In some cases, police commissioners are being let go. The actual position is being removed. So there are numerous reasons why elections are not taking place this year, or being postponed, or being cancelled. They're legitimate reasons. They've been happening in the past. Now, what is Reform UK actually doing here? This is about ramping up anger. This is about directing anger against the government, of course, against the councils, and saying to the public, democracy is being denied. Now, there have been allegations that Reform UK are collecting data on people through a petition to have these council elections. We saw, recently with another petition how useful that petition was. But it seems that Reform UK, allegedly anyway, are running a petition in order to encourage the government to hold these elections, even though Angela Rayner has pointed out why some of them can't go ahead. But there are accusations that the Reform are collecting data on people. So people are signing into this website, putting in their data, and then Reform UK have a massive database of, who these people are, where they are, and maybe they can use that to their advantage when the local elections come round, or when the general election comes round. We've seen it before. with Cambridge Analytica. We've seen it before with the Donald Trump administration, or Donald Trump campaign. So it's about collecting data on people and using that to your advantage. It's not about the local elections, it's about something else. But it was right that Angela Rayner both called out Nigel Farage, the dictator within his company/party, but also trying to explain to Tice and others that there are legitimate reasons why these elections are not going ahead at this stage. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.